Hardwood flooring can really enhance the look of a room, and it's available in many installation options, so you can choose the one that's best for you. In this video, we'll show you how to install a locking hardwood floor. Now, the great thing about locking is you don't need nails, glue, or staples. The first thing to do before you install any type of flooring is prepare the subfloor. For help on doing that, watch our videos on how to prepare a subfloor at lowes.com/videos. You can also download the printable instructions for this project. It has a list of materials you'll need to install your hardwood floor. Here's what we'll need for our project: locking hardwood floor planks, transitions and moldings, a moisture barrier, or in our case, 2-in-1 underlayment, a circular saw or miter saw. You can also use a table saw for cutting lengthwise, spacers, a pencil, a tape measure, a utility knife, wood glue, safety glasses, a dust mask, and knee pads. You might also need weights or sandbags and a towel to hold the first few boards in place. Now, if you're not confident installing a hardwood floor, see a Lowe's associate, because Lowe's installs many types of flooring, and always follow local building codes. And before starting the project, read the manufacturer's instructions. Now, we're going to install over a vinyl floor using a floating application, which means no glue, no nails, no staples. Allow the locking hardwood flooring to acclimate to the room's temperature and humidity for at least 72 hours prior to the installation. And check the moisture level of the subfloor to make sure it's within the manufacturer's recommendations. If your subfloor has met the requirements, install a moisture barrier. We're using a 2-in-1 underlayment since we're floating our floor over vinyl. Now, an important step is to check the boards for warping and defects. You want to discard any unusable boards. We've already prepped our subfloor. We've removed our baseboards, cut our door casings, and laid out our underlayment and our guidelines. Using the straightest boards, lay the first row of flooring along the guideline with the tongue side facing the wall. This will serve as a guide to the rest of the room or house. Place spacers between the flooring and walls for the manufacturer's recommended expansion gap. Check the manufacturer's instructions for how to lock the boards together. Typically, you insert the tongue into the groove and fold the board to the floor to lock the planks together. We'll begin by locking the ends of the first row. For the second row, lock the sides into the first row and over the end of the adjoining board. Now, until the weight of the floor can hold itself in place, use weights to keep the boards from moving and align with your guideline. A folded towel or a pad can protect the flooring. Position the second row so that the ends are at least 6 inches apart in each row to help strengthen the floor. This will give the floor a staggered look, so you may need to cut the first plank. For a locking floor, make sure you cut off the tongue end, not the groove end. To cut the flooring, lay the plank on its face and cut it with a saw. Make sure you're using the right blade for flooring. Now, when installing the rest of the floor, mix planks from different boxes so you don't have patches of similar colors or grains. Continue laying the floor across the room, staggering the ends at least 6 inches, and maintaining the expansion gap around the perimeter of the floor. If you have any obstructions, such as cabinets or columns, cut the planks to fit. When you get to the last row, if the boards don't fit, you'll have to cut the pieces lengthwise. Measure the distance to the wall from the last laid row. Measure from the top edge of the board. Then subtract the manufacturer's expansion gap and cut the boards. If the last row is less than 1 inch, place a small amount of glue on the tongue. Then attach it to the last board. Once the last row is in place, install the transitions according to the manufacturer's instructions. When your transitions are in place, remove the spacers and trim any excess underlayment. Then install the baseboards and shoe molding to the walls, not the floor. And with that, your floor is done. An easy, clean way to get the great look of a hardwood floor. Stop by Lowe's to see our wide selection of flooring options, and check out the other flooring installation videos at lowes.com/videos.